Yo, what's up guys? So in this video, I'm going to be talking more about like a serious topic. And I don't really play MM2 or I don't really make content anymore on this channel, but I used to do a lot of MM2. That's where I got most of my following on because I made a viral video and a small trend. So that's where I got most of my following from. I wanted to talk about mental health and why it's so freaking important. I will be going into more I don't know, like personal experiences, and some could be triggering to others. So if you have any sort of like triggers like over mental health, mental disorders, then I suggest not watching this video. If you're at all interested in what I have to say and possibly need some encouragement, then stick around for this video. It's that guy right there. But yeah, so starting off, I'm going to be talking about depression and how it's really harshly affected my life. So at 13, I struggled with, okay, bro, I'm going to crash out. So at 13, I started struggling with depression. And it was really tough because I didn't know what was happening. My parents weren't really concerned about it because they didn't really know what depression was. They thought I was just going through puberty and it was, it wasn't that serious. So I started feeling just sad for no reason whatsoever. I was just, I was depressed, as you could say. Oh, it's her. Okay. And yeah, I didn't know why I was feeling these things, and it was really tough. Dang. I talked to them. I would end up talking to them about it a lot, and I wouldn't really get a comforting answer. They just constantly reminded me like, oh, it's just a phase, and for years later, I still had this phase. I end up actually getting bullied at a church camp for having depression. I was just sad all the time and they would make fun of me for it, and yeah, just very unchristian like things to do, especially at like a church camp. So I'm that makes things even worse. And at 14, I actually attempted suicide. Thank goodness I'm still alive today. And that was, I'm still alive today. I'm very grateful for my life. I'm glad it didn't work out. I'm so thankful for everything God has given me and the opportunities I've been able to make. But sadly, it wasn't, I guess I didn't stress how bad it actually was, and my parents kind of didn't take it seriously. So several years later, up until the age of 19, I struggle with what is later diagnosed to moderate depression. I'm here with moderate depression for up until I'm 19, so 6 years later. And I end up taking secret counseling sessions at my college because my college is so goated for this. Holy crap. They offer free counseling services. So I was able to get the therapy and mental health or mental support I needed. And so that was like so freaking goated. I started taking sessions for about 2 months, and I finally built up the courage to talk to my parents about it. And that was a conversation, let me tell you. It was, oh my gosh, I'm missing all my shots. There we go, GG's. And so I finally talked to my parents about it, and they're supportive. They even called my therapist, and they're like, hey, what should we do? And, well, while they finally understood what was going on with me, I had my official diagnosis. I still didn't get the extra help I needed, which was medication. They were very afraid of medication, thinking that it would change my personality forever and I wouldn't be the same me. And yeah, well, so just, I don't know. And I really did need help because what I was going through was very serious. And so I didn't get the help I needed. And then anyway, I didn't get the help I needed. And for a year later, up until 3 months ago, now that I'm 20 years old, I started getting medication. I finally went to my parents and like, listen, I can't do this anymore. I need help. Like, I missed out my entire teenage years just with uncontrollable thoughts of self-harm and suicide and just like holding on to the fact that things would hopefully eventually get better, which kept me from doing any of that. And so finally they're like, okay, we're going to get you help. And I started taking antidepressants. And I can remember like the first pill I took, I just like broke down in tears because after 7 years, mind you, seven years of untreated moderate depression, I finally was going to get help. But what made me scared the most was what if this doesn't help? What if I'm doing all this and I'm still like broken? And so it was a bittersweet moment because like I was finally getting help, but what if the help that I was getting wasn't the answer? Like, was I just stuck like this for the rest of my life? But thankfully, after like a month or so, like of taking these depressants, I was like, whoa, you know, I don't feel like that uncontrollable sadness. You know, I feel naturally sad when like, sad things happen, but like, whoa, I feel great. You know, like this is awesome. Where was this all this time? And I was like genuinely hanging out with friends more, and I was so freaking happy. Like I genuinely cannot explain it. It was like a light switch. And I just wish I had gotten this treatment years ago. I wish I had gotten this help years ago. And, you know, I finally did. And like, I missed out on so many social opportunities, so many happy memories that were overclouded by my depression. Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me. But yeah, like I missed out on so much because I was, as my therapist said, I was just in a fog, like a fog that I couldn't see my future. I couldn't make, you know, good decisions. You know, there was so much that I couldn't do that I wish I could be able to do. And I missed out on like my teenage years. You know, I'm 20 now, like all that's in the past. I missed out on so many opportunities and so many positions where I could have made friends because my mind wouldn't let me. And you know what? I now that I'm looking at it, as much as I would like to change the past, like I'm grateful that it happened the way it did, because now I'm able to share this with you guys and to be able to like just hopefully encourage you guys to get the help you need. If you're going through anything like this, then be sure to speak out to your parents about it, because this is normal. It's like you're treating a cold. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. And I don't understand why that's kind of like it's a stigma between mental health. Like just because you're struggling with something mentally doesn't mean you're defective whatsoever. You need some external help, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're a parent and you're watching this, you know, check in on your children. You know, you never know, because a lot of kids just, they don't want to speak about this because society tells them it's not the right thing to do, you know, just to get over it yourself. So I pray that and just hope that if you are a parent watching this, you know, don't let your kids go untreated, you know. At least get them you know, figure out what's going wrong, like a doctor's visit, you know? It's nothing different from a doctor's visit, you know. Mental health is just as important as physical health. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Thank you guys for watching. This will be it for this video. Oh my gosh, please don't hit me. Oh my gosh. Oh, and we hit the clip. GG's. Oh my goodness, guys. Perfect way to end this video, low-key. But yeah, love you guys. God bless.